All right, guys. Joe Saglimbeni here today again on Let's Chat Live on his or my channel, Joe Saglimbeni. Let me just fix this camera a little bit. All right, guys. Today, I'm very excited to talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Yep. It's trending. It's all over YouTube. A lot of people want to know if I am investing in cryptos, what I think about cryptos, and let's go from there. All right, let me introduce myself, Joe Saglimbeni, blue collar worker, been investing in stocks for over 3 decades. And let me give you another hint. I am investing in cryptos and been investing in cryptos on and off for over 3 years. All right. So now you know. But the reason why I never bring up cryptos is because cryptos are kind of crazy. So I don't like to bring it. So before we talk about any investments, I just want to let you guys know I am not a financial planner. I am not a financial expert. I don't even play one on YouTube. I'm just giving you my opinion from a blue collar worker who's been investing in stocks and cryptos. But again, please, if you need help, go reach out to your financial planner or financial professional for any advice. I do not get paid to give advice. I'm not giving advice. This is just opinions on certain investments. Let me just fix this camera here. All right, so how do we start this story about cryptos and Bitcoin? Hello, 1212. What's your question? I'm talking about Bitcoins today, so try to be specific. What do we talk about here about cryptos? So why don't we get into the definition of cryptos on Wikipedia? All right, and we'll start with cryptos, and then I'll go into Bitcoin. So, according to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, a cryptocurrency, or crypto is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange wherein individual coin ownership records are stored in a ledger, existing in a form of computerized database using strong cryptography to secure transaction records, to control the creation of additional coins, and to verify the transfer of coin ownership. It typically does not exist in physical form, like paper, and is typically not issued by a central authority. Cryptocurrencies typically use decentralized control as opposed to centralized digital currency and a central banking system. When a cryptocurrency is minted or created prior to issuance or issued by a single user or issuer, it is generally considered centralized. When implemented with decentralized control, each cryptocurrency works through distributed ledger technology, typically a blockchain that serves as a public financial transaction database. Bitcoin, first released in open source software in 2009, it is the first decentralized cryptocurrency. Since the release of Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies have been created. All right, so confusing, right? Of course it is. And that's the thing. Cryptos is kind of So what is cryptos to me? Cryptos is kind of like an asset, like maybe like gold, but in a digital form. And it's supposed to be rapid and quick. And the blockchain is supposed to be very secure and very confusing for maybe for hackers to break in or something. But again, cryptocurrencies are hard to explain and even harder to understand. So let's talk about a little bit about Bitcoin and when it first started. So, like Wikipedia said, it started in 2009. But let's read the creation from Wikipedia about Bitcoin specific. Okay. On August 18th, 2008, the domain name bitcoin.org was registered. Later that year, on October 31st, a link to a paper authored by Satoshi Nakamoto. Again, Satoshi Nakamoto, titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, was posted to a cryptography mailing list. This paper detailed methods of using peer-to-peer network to generate what was described as a system for electronic transactions without relying on trust. On January 3rd, 2009, the Bitcoin network came into existence. So, Bitcoin, the network started January of 2009, January 3rd, with Satoshi Nakamoto mining the Genesis block of Bitcoin, block number 0, which had a reward of 50 Bitcoins. Embedded in the Coinbase of this block was the text, "The Times, January 03, 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks." So that's on Wikipedia. So again, Satoshi Nakamoto. All right. Now, what was the world's first Bitcoin transaction? Well, according to Wikipedia, the first Bitcoin transaction was programmer Hal Finney. Finney downloaded the Bitcoin software the day it was released and received 10 Bitcoins from Nakamoto in the world's first Bitcoin transaction. And that was on January 12th, 2009. 10 Bitcoins. So, what would 10 Bitcoins, Hal Finney's 10 Bitcoins be worth today? Well, let's see. 10 times roughly 59,000 as I produce this live stream equals $590,000 in US dollars. So 10 Bitcoins would be worth over $500,000 in US dollars, right? So if Hal stayed on that in just over 11 or 12 years, in around 11 or 12 years, he's sitting on $500,000 worth of Bitcoin in US dollars. So again, what could you do with the Bitcoin? I mean, would you sell it? Would you hold it? Did he sell it? And just for interest, what was Satoshi's original? He produced 50 Bitcoins, right? So 50 Bitcoins times 59,000. $2.95 million worth of Bitcoin, those original 50 Bitcoins, block number 0. So there we have it. That's all the Wikipedia stuff. And, you know, let's get to more important things. Oh, I got a question for Hallow. Did you invest your stimulus check into a stock? If so, what stock? No, I did not invest any of the stimulus check into a stock yet. All right. I just received the stimulus check, and no, Hallow. So there's your answer. No, I did not. And am I looking to invest in a stock? Probably not. I'll probably hold it as emergency money. Maybe I'll give it to my wife. All right. So now let's get back to cryptos and Bitcoins. So Bitcoin started, and then when did I start investing in Bitcoin? So I started investing in Bitcoin back in 2017, but I was given a small amount, $25 worth of Bitcoin was given to me by my cousin Alex Saglimbeni. And that Bitcoin now is worth over $1,500. Just that Bitcoin that was gifted to me back in 2016. And that's fascinating to me because I don't really do anything but hold that Bitcoin. And every once in a while, I look at it and it has continued to grow, though it's very volatile. So it is definitely larger than it was in 2016. But during those years, Bitcoin went up, down, crashed, increased up, crashed again. So Bitcoin was very volatile. And it seems like the volatility is kind of getting less crazy now, maybe, because I think a lot of institutions are now getting interested in Bitcoin and cryptos. Large companies like Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Square, JP Morgan Chase are now, you're hearing news about them getting involved in the Bitcoin space. Elon Musk, who you guys may know as the guys that founded Tesla, the automaker, he just started purchasing Bitcoins in December or January. So bigger investors are purchasing Bitcoins or at least getting involved in somehow with Bitcoin. So I think I decided last year to start going back into investing into Bitcoin. And guys, if you guys like this live stream, please give it a like. And when it finally becomes a video, share it and continue the algorithm for me and enjoy it and share it. Okay, so last year, 2020, I started considering investing, and I started investing again into Bitcoin or cryptos, actually. You know, a lot of people don't realize you could invest with buying crypto using an exchange, or if somebody shares crypto with you, you could trade crypto using wallets. But I specifically invest through Bitcoin using exchanges, money apps, and I also use an ETF fund called Grayscale, which is another fund where you can invest if you want, you had a brokerage account. Here's the thing. There are many ways to invest in Bitcoin or cryptos or altcoins. And, I'd have to get into another time to explain all these altcoins and everything. But let's try to stick to Bitcoin itself or coins that are older, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Litecoin, stuff like that. Let's stick to just Bitcoin right now. You can invest in Bitcoin using one of my favorite apps, SoFi, Social Finance, and you can invest in Bitcoin through uh, your money account on SoFi. So if you want to get your feet wet, I would recommend that you maybe use a SoFi or Robinhood to get your feet wet. Once you get familiar, maybe you go to Gemini or Coinbase because there's more tokens or more cryptos on those exchanges. So Gemini and Coinbase are exchanges similar to like a Charles Schwab or Fidelity, which will allow you to exchange your Bitcoins and trade your Bitcoins and buy and withdraw using uh, fiat money or dollars. You can transact through these exchanges. So I use both Coinbase and Gemini. And some of these coins, some of these altcoins will pay you a interest rate or a yield on your holdings. So that's an explanation about the exchanges and how to buy Bitcoin and where to buy them and to get your feet wet. Now, what do I think of cryptos or Bitcoin as an asset, or how risky is this asset? Okay, so I definitely think that cryptos are riskier than a blue chip stock that you may have looked at. So let's take an example. Let's pick a PepsiCo, like Pepsi Cola, Pepsi. Let's take Pepsi for example. I definitely think that Pepsi as a company is a viable company that will be around for many, many decades. They have a stock that's issued that's issued by the company. They have stock certificates which you can buy and you can own a small piece of Pepsi. Now, Pepsi stock is just as volatile as any other stock, but the volatility on Pepsi is not as crazy as, let's say, Amazon stock. But cryptos or Bitcoin is even more volatile than Amazon. And Bitcoin is not a company. So I don't know whether or not Bitcoin will be around in 2 or 3 decades or 100 years like Pepsi has been around. So that's why it's probably closer to gold than it is to an investment like a stock or even an index fund. So crypto, I would say, is the most riskiest asset that I own. And I want to make sure that people understand that I do think it's a very risky asset and that it's hard to understand. And I understand very little of it. So I am a holder of cryptos mostly. Bitcoin, I hold. I've been holding since 2016. I've been holding uh, those original Bitcoins that I was given to me by my cousin. I'm holding. I did do some trading in 2018, but now I'm a holder of Bitcoin. So I would hold and build Bitcoin up, and then I'm going to come back in a year or two look at my holdings and make an analysis of whether or not it's grown, whether or not to sell. But as I buy now, I am truly a holder, and I'm testing the waters with Bitcoin. That's what I'm doing. But there are so many people, like my cousin, who believe that Bitcoin will change the world. And it may, but I need some time to see that. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm building small positions, dollar cost averaging into the main coins, mostly Bitcoin, Ethereum. And I'm looking into some of the coins that pay a yield. And on this channel, on my channel, Joe Saglimbeni, I may go more into Bitcoins and my portfolio as this year goes on, and may update you guys out there with that. So that's basically it. I wanted to make this live stream because I know cryptos are going crazy and Bitcoin is going crazy right now, and it's trending. So I figure I'd do that. So that's it, guys. I want to end the stream here and let you guys know that I'm going to be studying the Bitcoins and the crypto currencies, and with the help of my cousin, who I may have on these live streams or in an interview with, explaining more about cryptos. All right. And that's it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Saturday program of Let's Chat Live on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And don't forget, every Saturday I look to do a live stream, and I want you guys to share on the community tab on my YouTube channel on what you guys would like to talk about for next Saturday. All right. And of course, like this stream, like this video when it becomes a video on YouTube. Share, comment, let that algorithm work for me. And thanks, guys. And I'm going to end it here. And good luck. And I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye.